Who are the highest paid professional cyclists in the world at the moment? Let's have a look. In 20th position, Olaf Koy from Decathlon. He's getting paid 1.7 million a year. 19th place is Isaac Del Toro, UAE. He's getting paid the same as Olaf Koy, in my opinion. That's being underpaid. This guy is one of the best in the world at the moment. Looks like he's going to take a podium at the Tour de France. I think this pay probably is going to increase, if not already has increased. But based on the information, this is what he's getting paid. But that's 6.7 million less than the highest paid rider. Can you guess who that is? I think you probably know. Julien Alaphilippe is in 18th. He's getting paid 1.8 mil. Just 100,000 euros more than Del Toro. Pretty crazy to think about it, because Alaphilippe, he's not bringing in results anymore, to be honest. He brings in attention because of his name. He's well known. He's an excellent rider from years gone by when he used to win stages at the Tour de France. But he's not really up there anymore. But still good value for the sponsors, so he's getting paid a good salary. 17th place, Richard Carapaz, EF Education Easy Post. He's getting paid 1.8 million, just like Alaphilippe. 16th place, Biniam Girmay, the Eritrean rider on NSN cycling team. Their budget is probably all going to Girmay. 2 million euros a year. Well deserved as well. I think this guy is amazing sprinter and really good for the sport. Still at that 2 million euro mark. 15th place, Filippo Ganna, Ineos Grenadiers, the legendary time trialist, super powerful rider, holder of the hour record as well, let's not forget. 2 million a year. Got Juan Ayuso in 14th place here. Very promising young rider. Often these young, promising riders are being given big salaries from the teams to keep them on their team for the years to come, to lock in that talent, to lock in those almost guaranteed results. Juan Ayuso's on 2.2 million with Little Trek. He used to be on UAE Team Emirates, but he made the choice to separate, and I'm glad he did, because it's made the racing more interesting. Now we're on to the sprinter Jasper Philipsen in 13th. Alpecin Premier Tech paying him 2.2 million a year. With this guy, at the moment, you can guarantee you're going to get stage wins at the Tour de France and other races. Just yesterday, won his first stage at this tour. 12th place, João Almeida, animated the Giro years ago, became one of the greatest climbers in the world, and is now one of the greatest super domestiques, working for the likes of Tadej Pogačar. Unfortunately, not being in the best of health this year, hasn't been able to ride the Tour de France, but he's come in, got podiums at Grand Tours before the Giro in 2023. I remember he finished third, but he's getting paid 2.3 million euros a year because he is an elite support rider and a great climber and a great winner as well at smaller races. Mads Pedersen in 11th here, Little Trek, 2.4 million. Again, guaranteed results from Mads Pedersen, one of the most powerful riders, great in the classics, great sprinter as well, former world champion 2019. I remember when he won in Yorkshire, that was a great day. 2.4 million. Got Carlos Rodriguez here now, 2.5 million. So Ineos really banking on his talent again with a younger rider. It's not really materialised though for Rodriguez in terms of GC, but he is a stage winner of the Tour de France. Probably a salary that might be unjustified a little bit, considering the fact that he's not been bringing in maybe the results they were hoping for, but you never know, that might come along. And this is pretty crazy here. We've got a Tour de France champion, of course, 2019 Tour de France champion, Egan Bernal. He's had his results in recent years, unfortunately disturbed by his crash that he had a few years ago, where he nearly lost his life and fought like crazy to get back to the top level, and won a stage at the Vuelta last year. Has been impressive at this Tour de France. Just a great rider all around, a great climber. 2.5 million euros, similar to Rodriguez actually, in terms of salary here. So Ineos spreading the money across their big riders, their riders who have promise and who've already proven themselves as well. And we got 8th here is Adam Yates, UAE Team Emirates, British rider, best climber, one of the best climbers in the world here, and just an elite super domestique. He's often the last one with Pogačar in the mountains. Put that pace up, set that pace up, and drop everyone and get Pogačar into position to just destroy everyone. And 7th place here, Tom Pidcock, animating the Tour de France for years now, winning all kinds of races. No longer on Ineos like the picture shows, but he's with Pinarello Q36.5 Pro Cycling now. 2.7 million, so this is getting to the bigger numbers now in terms of salary here. I've always thought about Pidcock. He's an amazing descender, but he's a small guy, he's a really good climber as well, but he has a heck of a sprint on him. His ability to just surge and sprint and attack, it's amazing actually what he can do for a smaller framed rider. Great at climbing, great at descending, great at attacking, sprinting, punchy. 6th place, Primož Roglic. We get into the big money now. We get into the riders who've won multiple Grand Tours. He's on Red Bull, Bora Hansgrohe. I think he's won one Vuelta with Red Bull, but he's looking to change teams soon. I think he's leaving Red Bull next year because he wants one more chance at the Tour de France. So I've read. But he's making 4 million a year, and justified as well. I mean, he's won the most Vueltas out of anyone in history, and he's not managed the Tour de France, but come close in 2020. I'll always remember that Tour de France. And then obviously Giro d'Italia 23, last minute comeback in the mountain time trial. He actually nearly lost that day because of a mechanical, but despite that, still won. Still took the time back on Geraint Thomas to become a Giro champion as well. And he's won Liège. He's won many things. He's an all-rounder, incredible time trialist. He's sort of reaching the end of his career now because of his age, but he's still a huge name and brings in the big salary here. 5th place, Wout van Aert, paid as much here as Primož Roglic according to these numbers. Working on Team Visma, he's got a lifetime contract with Visma. He needs no introduction. Can win anything really. He's won mountain stages at the Tour de France even, and he's won classics and time trials. He's such a powerful rider. He's built for this. The pairing with Mathieu van der Poel here on these standings is very fitting here. Van der Poel, according to this, making very similar amount of money to Wout van Aert. Of course, we don't know the exact numbers, but these are estimates. 4 million a year. They've had a legendary duel actually throughout their entire lives ever since being juniors. But Van der Poel, very similar to Wout van Aert, although Mathieu van der Poel's more sort of the sort of absolute strong power rider. Maybe not as versatile, but when they go head to head, often Van der Poel is the one who wins. Jonas Vingegaard is in 3rd, multi-time Tour de France champion, one of the greatest climbers in history, and the only rider who can compete against Tadej Pogačar at the Grand Tours. He's beaten Pogačar twice. He's won the Giro. He's won the Vuelta. This guy, I'm hoping, continues. He's getting paid €5 million a year. Let's not forget. So if he continues, he'll keep getting his pay, which is a nice pay. I mean, obviously, he's already set for life. He's probably a millionaire. He's probably bought an expensive home. His net value is huge. He can stay in the sport even if he decides to retire soon. I made a video recently. Will Jonas retire because of his crash? We don't know. But hopefully he does carry on. But he has expressed feelings that he might want to retire early. Big money here, 5 million a year. Now he deserves a lot more in my opinion because of his status in the sport, but the sport just doesn't have the kind of money that football has, for example. Now this is interesting. Remco Evenepoel is in 2nd. Surprises me a little bit because, when I think about value in terms of cycling results, I think of the Grand Tours first. Now Remco is a Grand Tour winner. He's only won one though. And obviously he's looking good for the podium at the Tour de France this year, but why is he getting paid 6.6? Well, I think it's because his name, because of his character, because of his persona that he's sold well on social media as well. Let's not forget he has a YouTube channel. He's collabed with other big YouTubers. And I think his brand is worth a lot. And obviously he brings the results. He's World Time Trial champion. He can win classics. He can win stages at Grand Tours. He's such a versatile rider. So 6.6 million. He's doing well for himself. Did you get it right? I'm sure you did. Number 1, obviously, is Tadej Pogačar, the GOAT of modern cycling, perhaps the greatest of all time in terms of entire history of cycling. better even than Eddie Merckx was. Obviously, he's still relatively young. He's not won as much as Eddie Merckx yet, but it's only a matter of time, isn't it, until he does. And you know what? The way he wins is even better than Merckx. We've never seen it before. He can win anything, apart from bunch sprints maybe, but that doesn't matter. He can win everything that really matters. The big races, almost everything he enters he wins. So 8.4 million euros. He's miles ahead of everyone else in salary, like 2 million more than Remco. But I think he should be making more than this. Again, I think cycling underpays their athletes. Maybe that's to reflect the business model of cycling. It's just not like the other sports. It doesn't have as much viewers. It can't monetize the same way. It relies heavily on sponsorships, which are often changing. But UAE are the biggest in terms of budget, and so they give their riders big salaries. But I think he should still be making more than this for what he does. But until cycling and its business model improves, I think we're going to see relatively humbly paid athletes. Think about it. He's the top, the greatest of all time, and he's not even making 10 million euros a year, and that's cheap. I mean, that's not much. Like, if you look at footballers, tennis players, NBA players, they're making a lot more than this each year, but it doesn't matter. We love cycling for what it is. It's a relatively humble sport. That's why I love it, actually. But yeah, Tadej Pogačar, highest paid in the world. I have heard, though, recently, and you've probably heard about it as well, they're talking about giving Paul Cejas an even bigger salary. And he hasn't actually won any big races yet, Paul Cejas, in terms of Grand Tours like Pogačar, but he's 19, and they're talking about paying him potentially 12 million euros a year, become the highest paid cyclist of all time, before he's even reached 20. Will they do that, and what team is willing to do that? We'll wait and see, but I think teams are wanting to lock in new talent early to guarantee results in the long run. But that'll put a lot of pressure on him. But anyway, you can always rely on Pogačar to produce results. He does it effortlessly at this point. A lot of people are getting tired of it too. Are you getting tired of seeing this? Well, there's multiple ways of seeing it. We're seeing greatness. Obviously, we're seeing history being made. But I would get suspicious if UAE end up with another Pogačar in years to come, and then another one, and then another one. Because then that shows that maybe it's more about the team and what they're doing that makes the riders as good as they are. But that's speculation. I think Pogačar does really have unique talent that puts him above everyone else. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.